Hi, my name is Rob Loney. I'm Solutions Architect here at VeloCloud by Broadcom. In this short video, I'd like to talk to you about AI-driven SD-WAN with a particular focus on our VeloRain architecture. So why VeloCloud by Broadcom for SD-WAN? So VeloCloud by Broadcom, we are the trusted SD-WAN vendor for both our service provider partners and our enterprise customers. We've held a leadership position in the Gartner Magic Quadrant for the previous 7 years. In terms of deployment size, we've deployed at more than 600,000 sites across 180 countries, with more than 97 million end users across 20,000 plus customers. Now, introducing you to VeloRain. VeloRain stands for Robust AI Networking Architecture. And we're taking a two-pronged approach to this, really. We're looking at edge networking for AI and AI for edge networking. Now, as we all know, the uptake of AI applications and workloads is changing the requirements for networking. And that's one of the aspects of VeloRain, looking at edge networking for AI. In conjunction to that, we are actually looking at using AI for edge networking. So essentially applying AI to networking, whether that's in an intelligent security architecture or using AI and AI ops. With our VeloBrain solution, and I'll give you a demo of that in a few minutes. Now, talking in a bit more detail about VeloRain, as I mentioned previously, edge networking or VeloRain is looking to deliver edge networking for AI and AI for edge networking. Now, from an edge networking for AI perspective, the increasing consumption of AI workloads and applications is changing really the needs or the requirements of the network, whether that's the underlay or indeed in our case, the overlay. AI applications can be highly latency sensitive. They can produce highly bursty traffic, and there is a distinct change in the traffic profile, in the upload and download profile of these applications. And what we are seeing is, in this case, is that the requirements in the upload direction are hugely increasing. So there's the demand on the network in all three of these aspects: latency sensitivity, bursty traffic, and high upload bandwidth. A good example of this can be seen in a video that our GM, Sanjay Uppal, gave at last year's MWC. If you simply search for Sanjay Uppal and Ray-Ban AI sunglasses, you can see a very interesting video which talks about the requirements for networking and AI. Now, from an AI for edge networking perspective, we're looking essentially to apply AI to networking, whether that's identifying and optimizing AI work streams for enhanced quality of experience, or indeed using AI to identify encrypted applications or encrypted traffic. We're also using AI in an intelligent security architecture, using AI to monitor and control AI applications to prevent shadow AI and data leakage, but also using AI, for example, to identify and prevent zero-day malware attacks. We're also using AI in AI ops. So, and specifically with our VeloBrain solution. AI Ops is looking to reduce the load on support teams, the number of tickets being raised, and also producing a shorter time to problem resolution. In the next slide, I'd like to show you a demo or give you a demo of our VeloBrain solution. So let me do that now. In this short video, I'd like to give you a demo of VeloBrain. And there are two aspects of VeloBrain. We can use VeloBrain to chat with the product itself, so ask it natural language questions, for example, but we can also use it to troubleshoot issues, and I'll show both of these examples in this short video. So initially, we'll chat with the product itself. So I'm logged into the VCO here, the VeloCloud Orchestrator. We are concentrating on this single edge, vEdge LV. You'll see on the top right-hand corner there, we have the VeloBrain icon. If I select that, it opens up the interface into VeloBrain, and I can ask it a natural language question. So what does it mean that a link is down? I hit return, and we get an output from VeloBrain. So VeloBrain will give a description of what it means for a link to be down, what the consequences may be, and it will also give you some examples of how to troubleshoot the issue itself. You'll also see at the bottom there, it lists a number of citations or references, which you can select for more details. So you can select those, click on them, and it will take you to documentation. Now, from a troubleshooting perspective, we're using VeloBrain for AI-assisted troubleshooting. In my setup here, or in the setup here, we have a switch between my edge and my WAN router, and they're connected using E3 on this layer 2 device. What I'll do is I'll simulate a upstream failure by shutting down E3 on this device. If I flip to my edge now, you can see that on interface GE4 on my edge, we have is a WAN link, and we have 2 stable and active paths from the edge itself. If I shut down the interface on my bridge on the layer 2 device here, you can immediately see that the edge detects the link has gone down and the paths are quiet. There are no longer any paths to the gateways in this case. If I go to events, you'll see that there is a link dead event, and next to the link dead event is the VeloBrain icon. If I select that, VeloBrain will start the process of troubleshooting that event, the link dead event. You can see that VeloBrain will do some activity checks. So it's checking whether the edge is online and whether it's seen any link of alive events. It will also look at doing some background checks, whether it will correlate with config changes, for example, or check previous occurrences. It will also give you an example or delve into some possible root causes for this error event. We can then do an analysis, a further analysis on the root cause, and we do it in order of the list at the top there. So looking at whether a WAN link is disabled, whether it's flapping, and most importantly in this case, probably whether it's unable to resolve an ARP entry. So if we click on yes, start analysis, the VeloBrain will start to do an analysis on that link, further analysis on that link dead event. And for example, it will actually log it, and you can see this here, it will log into the edge itself and run some remote diagnostics. In this case, it will immediately run an interface status check to see, the status or understand the status of the link itself. Again, on the right-hand side, it will come back with an output. So is the WAN disabled? No, it's not been disabled. Is the link down physically? Is it down? No, it's not down. We can then do further analysis. This is we haven't got to the root cause of the problem yet, so we can do further analysis here by simply clicking on no, I need more help. And again, VeloBrain will log into the edge and run some further troubleshooting commands, some remote diagnostics. In this case, as you can see, it will carry out an ARP dump. And what we're looking for essentially here, or what VeloBrain is looking for, is whether it has an ARP entry for its default gateway. And you can see here, it's come back with an output saying the root cause is unable, the edge is unable to resolve its ARP entry for its default gateway. And that is obviously caused by me, simulating that upstream issue by disabling the WAN interface on that switch. So essentially what we've run through here is VeloBrain, the AI ops platform really, or tool, has gone through the entire process of troubleshooting a link dead event and come back with a root cause of the edge was unable to resolve its default gateway, thus causing the paths to go down and ultimately the link dead event. So to summarize what we've just seen in the preceding video, you've hopefully seen that the power of VeloBrain in terms of chatting with the VeloCloud product itself. So using natural language to ask VeloBrain questions. So for example, what events are or how to configure certain features is a very powerful tool in that respect. And it uses, just to summarize or to discuss that again, the VeloBrain architecture is using knowledge bases, release notes, and other documentation as its source material. You can also see it by the video a minute or so ago that we can use VeloBrain to automate troubleshooting activities. So if there is an event, you can actually use VeloBrain to help you troubleshoot that issue, which hopefully I gave you a good example of that. So with that, I'd like to thank you for taking the time to watch this video. If you have any questions, please reach out to us on LinkedIn or click on the link embedded in this video. Thanks very much for your time.